Here's the question.
Oh.
Will the shooting change Trump for the better? When you are put in a situation where your life, where a bullet literally flies right past your head and hits you in the ear.
Your life flashes before your eyes.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
You see that big gauze patty out on his ear yesterday? It was massive. It was a huge gauze patty.
How come he didn't have it when he was playing golf?
I don't know. I want to know how much of his ear is gone. Okay. Don't you?
Yeah.
I think he's going to show us on Thursday.
Okay, we'll get a close-up of the ear.
Get a close-up. He wants to do that. Listen, I think we all, whether you like Trump or you don't like Trump, we all know what this guy is about, okay? I do believe that at times he has a heart. Other times, wow, there's nothing in that chest. I can give you an example of, I think, when he had a heart.
Oh, when?
Bombed Syria. His daughter came to him and said, listen, do you see what they're doing over there? They're killing women and children. They're gassing them. He's gassing his own people when he bombed them. And I thought that was a moment in his presidency.
Can I
know how weird it sounds. I know.
You know what? You really had a heart when he was killing those other people.
When he bombed people.
When he bombed and killed those other guys.
When he killed bad people.
Yeah.
So I do think that's a good example. As weird as that sounds,
that's like when Obama got the Nobel Prize for killing people. I was like, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Could we see a change of heart for Donald Trump? I'm not saying that he's going to be a totally different man, but when you're shot at and you're dragged out by the Secret Service, even though it took him too long to get him to the car.
Oh, good.
Oh, my goodness. Like 2 minutes. I think we're going to see a different Donald Trump on Thursday. The question is it real? And if it is, will people buy it?
Okay. I have no problem believing he'll try.
Okay.
And he'll milk this as much as he can.
Now,
understands the moment.
When you say you milk it.
Yeah.
Do you think he's faking it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, got it.
And
that's really what milking is.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Oh, no, I wasn't trying to. But,
no. I just want to make sure. Yeah.
I think he'll have difficulty staying with it, though.
Okay.
Because he feeds off the crowd. And if the crowd isn't reacting to a kinder, gentler, bring everybody together, Donald Trump, and instead wants all the jokes and the fire and brimstone and the fake media and all that stuff, if he doesn't start attacking people and they're like, boring, bring back the old Donald Trump, he'll go back to that.
I think that Donald Trump, everybody in that building on Thursday, they're already there for him. He's got them. They're
not the audience.
Yeah, they're not the audience. If he can grab, again, we talk about it, it's a certain percentage of people that are kind of up in the air.
Maybe 5%.
Okay. All he has to do is grab a couple percent.
Without a doubt.
That's
Without a doubt. The election will be decided,
if he can come out,
razor thin margins.
If he can come out and not be the guy who is up in front of a rally and just crushing people, making fun of people. And I know that that's the showman in Donald Trump, and that's why people go to see
they go to those rallies.
The show.
Right?
Yeah, but he's going to have a different audience this time. He's not a dumb man. He's not a stupid man. I think he's a smart man.
I'll argue that, but
okay. I think he's a smart man. I think he does a lot of stupid things.
Yeah, I love how you're just splitting hairs today. That's
I'm not
good.
splitting hairs. I think he can be a smart man, and you can say a lot of dumb kind of things. He knows that his audience is not going to be the audience in front of him at the RNC isn't the one that he has.
He doesn't need to convince them.
No,
correct.
No,
he understands that.
Okay,
but he still plays to audiences.
He tore up his speech that he was originally going to give.
We heard, that was the reporting that he's not giving the speech. He was going to give a speech and was going to give a new speech that had more of a uniting theme to it.
Why can't we believe that? Because we know him too well?
I don't know. The last 8 years of public life?
Yeah.
I don't know. His entire life story? I mean, when has he ever...
But he's not...
When has he ever done anything that wasn't about him?
There probably not many times, no.
Never. I think it's never.
Well, we don't know never. I mean, he could do stuff behind closed doors. I don't know. Well, the stuff he does behind closed doors turned him into a felon.
Gets him in trouble.
I don't know. It's like, I would like to see a different side of him, but
he thinks the old side's got him to where he is. Do you see what I'm saying?
It's got him it got him into the presidency the first time. But I think
Well, he
that
thinks the
a
last election
moment
was stolen.
like this, which is ridiculous, I know. I think a moment like this could change anybody's life. I mean, you get an illness.
He went
right?
golfing the next day.
I get it, but you get a serious illness. Some people change. If you have a near-death experience, some people take that to heart and say, you know what? Let me look at my life for a bit. I'm lucky I'm here. If I didn't tilt my head, I'd have a bullet in my brain. I'm just wondering if there's a small part of him. I'm not expecting him to be a different, warmer, fuzzier Donald Trump. Don't get me wrong. Is there a small part of him, like the Grinch, that the heart could just get a little bit bigger?
But you say it like we said, Carrie Lake, and we spoke to Mike Broomhead last night. Will people believe it? Not you. Will people believe a warm and fuzzy or slightly warmer and fuzzier Donald Trump after everything they know about him up until now? That might be difficult for people to swallow.
So I'll give you an example. I have, like you have friends who are MAGA. You have friends who are liberals.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I like that. I don't look at them. I have far right, far left. I have middle, all that kind of stuff. But I've had a couple of people who are liberal tell me, I don't hate him anymore.
I think the image.
They're feeling sympathy.
Listen, that image, the one all I have to say is the image. You know what I'm talking about, right? I don't even have to describe it. That image, I read this and I thought it was interesting. That image lets non-Trump fans see him how Trump fans see him all the time.
It's a great point. That's a great point.
That's how they see him all the time.
Right. They see him on top of a horse.
On top of a unicorn, with a flaming sword, right, with muscles fighting the Revolutionary War. That's how they see him all the time. And that image has a lot of those elements of the American flags in the background, the blood streak, the fist race. That's how the MAGA world sees him 24 hours a day.
Right. But if a few liberals out there are saying, I don't hate him anymore because of what happened on Saturday, don't get me wrong, they ain't voting for him.
Right.
They're still not going to vote for him. They'll vote for a dead Joe Biden before they vote for Donald Trump. I understand that. But with that one bullet, some people have looked at him and said, I think I feel a little bit different.
Maybe sympathy.
I'll even give you this.
I mean, you could feel sympathy for someone who gets shot.
This may have gotten him back with Melania.
No, it didn't.
She hadn't been seen with him. She hadn't talked to him.
She couldn't give a hoot.
She put this nice thing out on Twitter.
She didn't rush to his side. She wasn't with him at the RNC. She couldn't give a hoot about it.
I think this is his way to get her back. I'm telling you, man, I think this is his way.
She lives in New York. He lives in Florida, and she only shows up when contractually obligated.
Do you think she's going to show up Thursday?
I think she has to on Thursday.
Okay.
She's contractually obligated to show up Thursday. Yeah, but she is so in love with Donald Trump that when he got shot and went to the hospital, she didn't show up, and neither did Barron.
I don't know who showed up. I don't think.
Oh no, well she didn't. We know that.
But if you shot in the head, she would have showed up.
Well, she probably would have been counting money at that point.
All right,
I'm sorry. It is a love story for the ages.
Yeah, that's right.
And they will write songs
like
of their love.
Ron and Nancy.
Yeah.
Like Ronald Reagan and Nancy.
Songs of their love, without a doubt.
I just hope we see a little bit of...
I think it'll be a different speech.
I hope
Whether it resonates,
right,
I think, is the bigger question.
Yeah. Can his heart grow just a little
like
bit for some people? I think that would help him. I think that would help him. The scorched earth
Well, he was
thing,
tweeting today, about communists and, evil Democrats.
No,
so
I get it.
He's not.
I get it.
I don't think his heart's changed. Will he try? Yes. Does he understand
will it be
showmanship?
Real?
No, it will not be real. It will all be an act.
A near-death experience, you don't think will change him just a little bit?
I don't think he thinks it's a near-death experience.
He's telling everybody he got shot. He got shot in the ear.
He knows how to. He's a showman.
He's got a pad on his ear.
He didn't when he played golf. He put it on to show up at the RNC.
He's going to have a huge pad on his ear.
He is
for the next
have
5 months.
Like
he's going
a
to have a
hockey
pad.
helmet, and he's going to have it wrapped around his jaw. He's going to look like a Revolutionary War soldier.
I'd milk that as much as I possibly could.
Oh, and he will.
I want to see the ear, though. Let's see it. He'll show us. Would you like to see the ear? He's going to do it on Thursday. You know he is.
Thanks for watching Outspoken with Bruce and Gaydos. Tap to watch more from KTAR News and click the button in the middle to subscribe.